Okay, good morning. It is Tuesday or Tai Chi Tuesday. I hope you're coming in nice and clear for you and the volume is nice and fine. Alrighty. So uh, I mentioned on the text itself or the group text the Chi ball today. So be working on energy and and if this is your first time actually trying to focus on the Chi itself, then we're gonna try to break that down today. Okay. So if you guys are set and ready, uh, then the net, give me a go ahead with the volume. So, uh, okay. So, um, if you guys ever, the term itself, chi is like inner energy, or in Hawaii, you might hear the word mana. Okay. Uh, in Japanese, you might hear the word ki. So there could be a lot of different naming names for the internal energy itself. Yeah. So if it's some people might even focus on the breath is the energy itself too. Yeah. Okay. So again, I'm hopefully I need to double check this. Are we still on the delay? And again, I want to appreciate you guys always joining me in the morning. As always. Okay. I'll take that as a yes. As always. Okay. All right. And then joining the station itself too, yeah, with different variety of things. It's gonna start growing and balance out. I really wanted to focus on the kung fu and the tai chi, especially during the quarantine because of the right now it's about focusing on your inner energy and the immune system itself. So I kind of pushed that up first, yeah. And now you might see more different things come on top of the station itself with the artwork and everything. Okay, so coming back to the energy work, um, the chi ball itself, if we never ever play with it or somebody explain about energy. So going back to energy, the internal energy, or you can focus on the breath, or it's a focus on focus point to help focus your breath or your movement inside your body. So you're not gonna really see it, but it's mostly you feel it. Okay. So coming down to the ball. Okay. So say like you have your hands together. Okay. And we're just making a shape of a ball. Okay. And then what we can do is there's a few ways of practicing this. Um, one, you can help visualize a ball in your hand, and you can say like it's a white ball, so it's a white light. Okay. With that white light, you're focusing right here. So this is your center. As we do that, I want to really visualize. Okay. Some people you might feel the breath, you might push in. Okay. And then play with it. Now, in order to feel more, some of you might have to try to stretch that ball out. Okay. You might feel this and then bring it back in and out. Okay. So how do you know if you're doing it? Okay. You might feel like you ever play with the magnets and then you kind of push, it has this little energy like it pulls and push. Okay. That's your chi right there. Yeah. Now with the Qigong and the breath we practice when we're doing the Tai Chi, we're trying to enhance that. We're trying to increase the Qi out. Yeah. Some might call your Qi like your aura too. Yeah. That's your outside energy, and you can push out. Okay. And the more sensitive you are, the more easy it's gonna feel, of course. But if not, you're just practicing. Okay. So when you're practicing a breath, And focusing on the chi, you're trying to expand that out. Okay. As you expand out, it gets more easier and it can get bigger and bigger and then get stronger. Okay. So sometimes you might feel like some of you might feel real sensitive and you can feel the pull and you can just go like this already. Yeah. Okay. Once you start feeling that chi, that energy, you can use it for many different things. Some of you might use it just for expanding your chi. So that's your warrior chi too when you practice your form. Yeah. That's expanding out. This is what's pushing it out. Yeah. Okay. Then you can start using it to movement or help if you focus on healing itself too. It's like focusing on Reiki and other things that you can expand on. So it increases your chi or your healing chi itself too. Yeah. Yeah. So this is one way to kind of go with it. Yeah. So again, you try to push and pull. And if you start feeling it, then that's great. If not, you just take your time. Okay. And you go like this. And when you start feeling it and you play with it, then you can start to roll it over. And this is where the Tai Chi ball would play. Yeah. And again, so it depends. You can feel the chi or you can visualize your chi flow. Yeah. So what I mean by that too is you visualize the ball and the light moving and moving. Yeah. Okay. And it can expand bigger. Okay. So again, you just natural breathing, inhale and exhale. Okay. So when you start adding this to your form, okay, you should start feeling it open up. So it doesn't matter what you're doing at a technique, your chi starts to expand, expands, expands out, yeah, stretching and pushing. Okay. And when you redirect, it's like you're using the energy to help pull. Okay. So if I'm going like this, I'm pulling and then taking it and redirecting. Okay. So all starts to come into play. Okay. So trying to get that feel enhances that visual. And when you can enhance that visual, that form becomes stronger. Okay. It adds more volume and weight to the form itself. Yeah. So if you feel like I'm doing this, but it doesn't feel as much, but then you start adding that chi and the focus with the breath and everything, then it starts to add weight to the form. Okay? And add weight to the form, the the framework becomes a lot stronger. Okay? And the chi expands out and farther and farther. Okay. Um, so let's go for some people that are beginning to focus on chi too. Yeah. There's some other tools that you can use to enhance it as well too. Yeah. So let's go with crystals. Yeah. So regular crystal quartz. Okay. And then you can find these at the you ever had those necklace? You seen those crystals? Okay. That's one way to help enhance the chi or the energy flow. Yeah. So you can just put it in the palm. Okay. And just doing this, or say like you didn't have it, once you tap the palm, your focus is there, yeah, because you're getting touch, yeah. So that's a focus point. So even if you feel the energy or not, it's just the mindset too, yeah, at the beginning, yeah. So that's my focus point. Then you can use this to help grow that chi, yeah, to enhance that chi, yeah. I was playing with crystals a long time when I was real young, and it's like, it just sparks. the spark plugs, you might say. Okay, so at the beginning too, you might feel tingly. Yeah, the tingling sensation in the fingers. That's a good point. So it's like little spark plugs going. Okay, as you do that, it's like you're opening up the channels. So say like it like this, and then the more chi and the breathing you focus on, it starts getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So there's more chi flow going through your form. Okay, there's another different type of crystals. Yeah, show and show and tell. Yeah, that's sure. One of my favorite ones was a gift. So the definitely one of my favorite. I use this one for healing a lot too. Yeah, so you put it in your palm, you can feel it, rub it. Okay, and you can focus. Okay, so it's like a little glove there. Maybe I should make a glove and put it inside. Having fun. Okay. So you might have crystals around already, or you ever thought about it, or you feel um, great about it. The crystals is like a cleansing thing too, yeah. Um, so you put it in an area that where you feel like a happy spot in the room. You can put it over there, and it will enhance the energy, yeah. Okay, so keep that in mind. It enhances the energy. So you want good energy, yeah. Some places the natural ground itself could have more crystals around it, and then it enhances. You might some people might practice more kung fu there too. Yeah, I heard a story about Hawaii being a big heart crystal somewhere. So a lot of masters or healers and a lot of people gather in Hawaii itself too. Yeah, yeah. So again, you can use these crystals to help play and bring that ball back up. Okay. So again, let me know if this is adding some value, or if ever someone tried to explain to you and maybe they didn't follow all the way through, or it didn't come out how they wanted to, or maybe at the time it was like, oh, okay, but now it makes more sense. Yeah. So you can let me know in the comments your first experience with chi or with the crystals itself. Yeah. And it can really enhance it out. So a lot of people, especially at the beginning, like, oh, I like the crystals, and then I found those necklace itself, and you can wear them, and it's like you have yeah. So again, it just enhances, I would say. And then I know this is not a crystal show, but there's different types of crystals and rose quartz. You might be familiar with some. Helps with the heart and the energy points itself. Won't go that far that right now, or maybe you guys would like to, and I'll move that as a separate segment itself. So coming back, okay. So like we bring it in and we center. When you open the palm, that's your ball right there. So you like, okay, bring that ball out and take your time. Just feel the energy. Okay. Some might have to go there. Some of you might be already like, oh yeah, I feel this. It feels real big and expands out and small. Okay. And that's how you can tell how you're feeling. Uh, it's like your aura and your surroundings, yourself, yeah. Um, your chi flow or your aura or somebody else's aura can smash or adjust, or some people you just feel more connected, like, oh, okay. And keeping that in mind since we're going in energy too, yeah. Some of you might feel more sensitive, and then you might feel like, oh, how come around certain people you feel more energetic? Some people feel more draining. You're like, oh, how come around you I feel kind of it's like pulling and pushing. Yeah. Sometimes you might feel a little off center, and or you feel like sick, but you're not sick. But you might realize when you start doing energy stuff, it could be the other person. Yeah. So keeping your ball is like your shield yourself. Okay. So when we do our breathing and we center down and we do this, okay, see this here, and we open up and we do our ball. That's our shield around us, and we come up and we do that shield or that aura. That's why so that key thing of doing that in the morning makes a big huge difference. Or when you feel um, you feel like, oh, I don't feel so great at that moment, and you do this, and you feel centered. It's like you're fixing all that little holes in that aura. Yeah. Once I showed my mom that, she told me she does that, and that's the one main thing she practiced. Or she like, oh yeah, it feels good, or sometimes she forget, and then she's like, oh, I'll be in the elevator, and she's like, oh yeah, and then where she works, there's a lot of can be a lot of tension or interesting people there too. Yeah. So I said, oh, it really helps, and people that share it give me the feedback too. So yeah. Alrighty. Again, so if you have any questions with this, just play with it, and as a technique itself, just play with your ball, stretch, okay, come back and feeling it, and then expand out, okay, and then bring it in, and just like when we practice if we practice with a swimming butterfly form, you see the ball working inside of the form too, yeah. So when we play with the ball in the form, you're using that chi. Okay. So if you visit back at the form or you're practicing it already, add that chi in there, yeah. When we're rolling the chi, we're doing that ball. Okay. You're getting that visual and you're flowing with it, yeah. And then you expand. That's why all this movement is expanding the ball, and it's coming on the elbow and the whole framework, right? That whole form itself is playing with that energy work, right? And we're going in and out and we're playing with that ball. Okay. So you're playing with that momentum of that chi building up and flowing. So so that swimming butterfly form is very can be very playful, playing with the chi, the form itself, the circling, the ball, it's rolling, all the techniques, all that chi is flowing. Yeah, it's not just playing with the ball; it's expanding and stretching, flowing. Yeah, it's all in that set. So keep that in mind now. Now when you practice and then you add your chi ball. Okay. So again, let me know if you ever experienced this before or was your first time feeling the chi, um, or this is your first time now. And again, if it helps, get the crystals. That definitely, the crystal quartz is the most easiest to find too, yeah. And it's clear and it's a perfect cleanser, so you can use that. So, alrighty, I think we can go right there. So let us center right here when you and think of that chi. Bring it up towards the heart again, expanding that aura, that chi, and in center. Okay, thank you so much for joining me for Tai Chi Tuesday. Back we'll do more. And again, don't be shy, when you ask us questions or we find out that we can expand on certain things. Or I might make a different statement. You just focus on the crystals, and I can get some people that talk about know way more about it and have a big collection and that kind of thing. So you let me know what you're interested on too. And we can find different things to share on this channel too. Yeah. And prepare. I got some new things to share later on down the line, and try you start seeing this show starting to expand differently too. Yeah. So I'm kind of excited, but don't want to just bring it on and do live and you know want to practice and make it good too. Okay, so Thursday you can join me again. I'll be here Thursday for the Light Wars with the expanding the chi with your lightsaber. Okay. And Friday we'll be doing in the morning the Tai Chi fan. And Sunday I'll focus on Sunday story. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me from inside, from you guys. Good energy, good light. You guys all take care of yourself and be safe and practice what you can. Okay. There's only good things when you practice, so don't worry about right or wrong. Okay. Again, aloha and take care.